Hey guys! It's been a while. I'm sorry. But I'm here. I'm back. So, those of you who watch these and don't know me, I talk to myself quite often, and I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but like recently it's started getting worse. So, at my job, I am a department manager. So I am a manager over one department within the whole store. So, being that I am a department manager that doesn't have associates to, like, delegate tasks to, it's just me. It's just me in that area. I'm by myself the majority of my shift every day. And I already had the problem of talking to myself because, like, I don't know. I just do it. It started getting bad when I went to school, when I first went to college. Because I went to college that was about an hour north of where I lived. So I would drive home every weekend. And I got really good at talking to myself to entertain myself, because the drive was not very entertaining. And I, at the time, only had like 3 CDs, because I don't like the radio. I don't really like songs on the radio, so I don't listen to the radio. Yeah, so I got really good at keeping myself entertained by talking to myself. And this isn't like the talking to yourself in the sense of like, oh, I can't forget such and such thing that I need to do, or like, you know, just kind of like commenting on something under my breath, which I also do that too. But no, this type of talking to yourself, self is like, I'll have full-on conversations in my head, and then I'll start talking about them out loud. So I don't know if it's because I write, because a lot of the times I do think of like, oh, this would be a really cool scene, oh, my character should do this, oh, this would be a really good idea for a book that I don't have time to write because I need to write the other ones that I think would also be good, and that I've had forever. So I'll kind of be like doing that, but then it'll make me think of other things, like, oh, that one time where I wore a bright pink shirt and bright blue pants to school. That was really dumb of me. What fashion statement was I making? Granted, I was like 11, and I was trying to be cool, and I didn't know how to be cool. I was not a cool kid, but most of the things I end up thinking about at some point is like embarrassing moments, and then I'm like, dear Lord, Megan, what the fuck were you thinking? Or it's stuff of like, I should have said that to that person, or like, I wish I would have done this differently so that this would have happened instead of what actually happened, and I end up having full conversations with myself because of it. Now, when I'm by myself, or with people that know me well enough where they don't really care, or they just think I'm talking to them, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I said this thing, and like, it was with the conversation, right? It's usually fine. But when I'm at work, by myself, for the majority of the day, so roughly 5 to 6 hours of an 8-hour shift that I have, it's just me. In my own area, surrounded by customers. That is when I really start muttering to myself more, and I'm probably one day just gonna like be sent to an insane asylum or something, because customers are gonna start hearing me and they're gonna be like, that crazy chick, like, why does she even fucking work here? Like, why do they even give her a department? Like, she's insane. I'm not crazy. Well, I'm not that kind of crazy. But yeah, I talk to myself, and it's gonna get me in trouble someday soon, because I've also gotten worse at, like, keeping opinions to myself about customers that I'm having issues with. Example. There was this lady today that couldn't find the Kaboom product that I carry. I have like 5 different types of Kaboom stuff. And she comes up to me with her husband and she's like, "Can I get your help?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course, obviously, like that's what I'm here for. I've been looking for your Kaboom and I can't find it." And I'm like, "Well, it should be down the aisle on the last section to the right." And I pointed. It was like the last 4 feet of this side. That's where it's gonna be. "Well, I already looked everywhere and I couldn't find it, so you must just be out of it." I'm like, "Well, let me check," because, like, it is a possibility. I could have been out of it. It's springtime. All my cleaning supplies are just flying off the shelf. I had to order bleach today through our ordering system because I'm not getting enough in. And it's one of those items where, like, I'm constantly full on the shelf and I'm actually, like, running out. So, I get off of my cart, which has this cool little ladder attachment because my department is awesome. And we do things with carts that have ladders attached to them. Anyway, so I put the ladder up and I'm like, let's walk over there so that, like, if I am out of it, I can at least check to see if it is going to come in and when it's going to come in and bleh. So we go over there, and I'm like, well, I have this kind, and this kind, and this kind, and this kind. And then I go to the other side of the aisle because I have more cleaning stuff on that side. And I'm like, oh, and I have a kind over here. And she's like, oh, well, what's that kind? And I'm like, it's more bathroom cleaning than, like, household cleaning. She's like, I don't need that. But thank you for finding this. I must have just missed it. And I'm like, it's like, it was at my eye level, so how did you miss it? Because I'm short, so if I can see it at my eye level, like, there shouldn't have necessarily been a problem on of you finding it. Words. Yeah, so after she left, I may have said some very not nice things about her. But it's like, it's to the point of people being able to hear me because I don't think about it. I just start talking. Or I'll start laughing to myself. Sometimes I laugh to myself. I'll, like, think of something that happened and I'll think it's funny still, and so I'll laugh. Nobody else is gonna understand why I'm laughing, so again, I'm just gonna look like some psychopath that's, I'm gonna get, like, fired or taken away or something, straitjacket. So if I end up just randomly not being on this channel anymore, you'll probably know why. It'll be because somebody finally was like, that chick is crazy. Before I leave, I have been thinking about doing musical things on here. Mostly me singing stuff. Don't really know what, because, like, I don't compose any music. But I've been kind of debating about getting a ukulele and learning how to play the ukulele. I also know how to play piano. I can play saxophone and trumpet. So, like, I might try and figure some musical stuff out. I might be asking some of my friends for help with that are also musical. So if you want to have me start doing stuff that's musically musical and beautiful, let me know down below. Alright, so if you liked this video, please give it a like. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I think it's gonna be, I don't even know what side, one of the sides in a bubble. And if you haven't seen my last video, please do so. That will also be on the screen. And I will see you later, guys. Goodbye.